This video is probably going to cover a couple weeks. This period of time, not a whole lot happened. As far as weather goes, I did go out pretty much every day, but everything was uneventful. All the snow that we've already got has gone. We've had periods of rain. We've even had a couple periods of snow squalls, but no accumulations. Everything was really, really light. So it was just kind of a boring period, as far as videos would go anyways. So I'm going to be skipping ahead because we are coming into major winter weather, I guess you could say. And it's suddenly just going to hit what we've been waiting for. But there's a few points that, things I think are important anyways, that I kind of want to mention during this period. So I'm just going to kind of skip through everything rather quickly. So we get this special weather statement. Now looking at it, it's like, okay, what is it? Are we getting tornadoes? Are we getting snow? It actually came in as a snow squall watch, but the actual alert, it doesn't say anything. There's no content to it. So I guess you got to use your imagination with that one. So now we get into the predictions that they have for us, and they're calling it a classic Canadian winter. Not exactly sure how you would define that, but I'm guessing lots of snow. So Canadians should expect a wild ride this winter. And this is what they're predicting for our weather and everything. The temperatures, I'm down in southern Ontario where it says near normal. So as far as temperatures go, that's okay. I don't like it when it's really cold. Then we get into precipitation, and we are above normal. So at this point, I'm not sure which one's worse. I don't like it when it's super cold. The scooters don't like it when it's super cold. But at the same time, I don't like getting lots of snow because we gotta deal with the snow. So I guess, trying to figure out which one's the lesser of two evils, it's a toss-up. That's hard to really tell. I'm not really a winter person anymore. I used to be. I used to love the winter. But now that I'm not driving, it's a little more difficult to deal with it. And my illness makes me susceptible to the cold. My medications make me susceptible to the cold. So I don't like going out in the winter anymore, unless I really have to, or if it's kind of a not so cold day and there's not a whole lot of new snow to actually deal with, or leftovers from the snow plows, which is a real pain. Mixed feelings on this, I guess. So, as a whole, Canadians should expect a wild ride from start to finish. And it's safe to say we'll all be participating in winter this year. An active storm track and a developing La Nina will help define the season. We expect that most of Canada will have above normal or near normal precipitation, with the most active areas stretching from the Great Lakes, which is where I am, to the Maritimes and southern Newfoundland, and also from southern BC to southern Saskatchewan. Colder than normal temperatures are expected across a large part of central Canada, with near normal temperatures expected for most other areas. Only regions where we expect milder than normal temperatures are across parts of northern Canada and across southern parts of Atlantic Canada. However, even in these areas we expect an abundance of winter weather. Overall, we expect extended periods of high-impact winter weather, but this winter as a whole will be characterized by changeable patterns rather than having a pattern that locks in for the majority of the season. I'm having a hard enough time reading. I don't need typos messing me up. For most of the country, this will include an extended period of milder weather, a longer than typical thaw for southern areas, and a period of less harsh winter weather further to the north where seasonal temperatures are well below freezing. So here we go, Ontario and Quebec. We got classic Canadian winter is expected for this region, with an active storm track bringing above average snowfall across central and southern regions. There is also a heightened threat for freezing rain at times across the south. That's nothing normal, or nothing surprising. A stormy weather pattern could bring the Greater Toronto Area its snowiest winter in a decade. In fact, it is interesting to note that there are some similarities in the global weather pattern between this year and the winter of 2008. I'm losing track of myself. Which brought Pearson Airport its snowiest winter on record. The cold will be the bigger story across northwestern Ontario, with colder than normal temperatures expected. However, the pattern will relax at times, with an extended period of milder weather expected mid-winter. Are you following this? It's all over the place here. It's too early to have very much confidence in weather patterns for the spring. When we look back at years in the past that had global patterns similar to what we are currently seeing, such as developing La Nina, there's a remarkable consistency. Spring does come early. I don't have a problem with that. Of course, a lot can change between now and then, but our preliminary thought is most of Canada will be near or below seasonal during the month of March. Okay, that's what they're predicting. So we skip ahead a couple days, and I'm heading out. I've been having a problem with my phone, and it's kind of wearing out, I guess. Every once in a while, I'll let the battery drain completely, or I turn it off and turn it back on to reset things and just kind of keep everything refreshed and acting normally. But lately, when I turn the phone back on, it starts up normal speed, but just to get to the point where it's accepting input from me, it's taken a long time. So now I try to put in the password, and the first number will register, and then nothing. It just kind of sits, and then all of a sudden, everything I typed in after that just suddenly shows up, and it's wrong because I've tapped too many times, and it's just really getting to be a pain. And the other problem I'm having is sometimes if I tap, it'll scroll. Sometimes if I try to scroll, it'll see that as a tap, and it's just a pain. It's just time for a new phone. So heading into Rogers to get myself, see what's available. I'm not interested in anything major expensive. I just want a phone that works. I don't have the money to actually buy a phone, so I'm just gonna see what they have available for. I can't even think of what it's called now. You pay for it with your phone bill, I guess you could say. I know there's a term for it, I can't remember what it is. But I can't buy the phone outright, so almost like a payment plan. I know that's not it, but if you understand what I mean by that. So I had to see what they had, and the only thing they really had that I didn't have to pay for up front or make any kind of deposit on was iPhone 6. And, well, it works for me. I'm kind of stuck on the iPhones now. I like the apps and just the way they work. I like them, so I know there's better phones out there, but this is what I'm used to now, so I want to kind of stick with what I'm used to, because it's hard for me to learn new things. So I'm looking at it, and it's nice. I like it. There's two things that I really like about it as opposed to my old phone. When I'm recording video, I can actually zoom. With the iPhone 4S, you don't have that option. You can zoom for pictures and that, you can't zoom with the video. So that's a nice feature. I really like that. And the other thing that I like is it's got a bigger screen. For my eyes that are wearing out, it's getting kind of hard to read text on a smaller screen. I know you can enlarge the text, but it doesn't work in all apps. Like my email, for example, if I get a weather alert, I can't read the text because the text is all scrunched together. It's bigger, but the lines don't separate with them. So the letters just kind of overlap, or the lines of text kind of overlap each other. It makes it really difficult to read. So there's that, and there's one more thing that I like about it. I have the option of recording my screen now. And taking a picture of the screen, like a screen capture, is okay for showing the forecast and stuff like that. But if I'm doing radar, a single image doesn't really give the whole picture. So it's nice to have that animated radar, being able to record that. And the iPhone 6 does that quite nicely, so I'm happy about that. So, goodbye iPhone 4S, hello iPhone 6. I guess if there's a downside, it's going to cost me $20 more a month for the next couple of years till it's paid for. So, that's okay. Add an extra $20 onto my phone bill, I can deal with that. So, skip ahead. we got here? Another 5 days. We're now November 28th, and I received word today that ODSP has approved the new Monster axle / motor / brake unit. So that's good. That means I don't have to pay for it. It's $1,200 for that. So I'm kind of happy. Well, I guess really happy. I know I'll have to pay for shipping because ODSP doesn't pay for shipping. So if it's a local place, the technicians that worked on the ES950 or brought me parts or whatever, I didn't have to pay shipping for those because I think they put it in as labor, because they come by and they normally do the work anyways, but I do stuff myself, so I said, I can put it on, it's not a big deal. So they don't really charge shipping for that. I'm assuming that's how they do that anyways, since I've never had to pay shipping for them. But the place I'm getting it is from Barrie, so it's kind of long distance away, and it's too far for them to actually drive to bring it to me. So they gotta ship it, and I gotta pay for that shipping. It's not a big deal. It's not a whole lot of money anyway, so it's not a big deal there. I don't mind at all. Cool. Now, I guess that covers all the small topics I wanted to talk about in this time period. I guess I can say I updated my video editor program, software stuff. They had a deal on, a really good deal. I had Magic's Movie Edit Pro Plus. I don't even remember what it was now. It's been too long. So they had a deal on you could upgrade to higher packages, and the one that I got is Movie Edit Pro Premium. Yeah, I call it Platinum every once in a while for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it's actually Premium. So I get the Movie Edit Pro Premium for, I don't remember. There's so many different versions of it. It's a lower version, but it comes with all the stuff that the Premium package comes with. And there's only one more. That might be the Platinum I'm thinking of. It's actually the same software, but it comes with its own special keyboard. So that's, it's not worth the extra money just for a keyboard. So basically at this point, I'm pretty much at the highest level I can get with this particular software. They do have a higher up one. But I saved, by upgrading with this deal, I saved a lot of money. I can't remember exactly how much. And to buy this outright, this particular package, if you don't have any previous versions at all, it's like several $100s. So I think my upgrade was $70 to $80, I think. But to me it's worth it, because it comes with so many new features and different effects and everything that I never had before. It came with a better image stabilizer. It's a third-party stabilizer now, and it works so much better. So I've been using it since November 25th of last year, or actually 2017 now, and I no regrets. I really enjoy it. I'm really happy with it. So money I spend upgrading my software and that is always worth the money. So that covers that. And now we start to get into the weather.
A closer look at the next system we're expecting for the Great Lakes. This one will be a Colorado low, set to move in Sunday night into Monday across northwestern Ontario. Rain mixing in snow will spread across the province, and significant snow can be expected on the back end of this low. But I do want to point out how far north that rain's going to be spreading in. Milder temperatures, but on the back end of this system, a heavy swath of snow is going to be likely with this system. Now, the exact track and timing is a little bit uncertain, but we think at least a swath of 20 centimeters will be possible across far northern Ontario. Blowing snow, drifting snow with gusts exceeding 60 to 70 kilometers an hour will make for some dangerous travel conditions along Highway 11 and 17. Now, across the south, ahead of this cold front early Tuesday morning, if this front is slow moving, we could see temperatures get into the low teens for parts of southwestern Ontario. If the front speeds up a little bit, well, temperatures may not have as great of an opportunity to get as mild, but we do know rain is going to spread across southern Ontario early Tuesday morning. Not a significant amount, 5 to 15 millimeters, but then more of a wintry pattern set to develop behind this system. Cold northwesterly flow will start to develop, and we will see a few shots of colder air. The first one will likely bring us back down to seasonal or maybe a little bit below, but behind that, reinforcing shots of colder air can be expected into the second week of December. And with this pattern, we know persistent and multiple rounds of lake effect snow can be expected across southern Ontario.
And it's those multiple rounds of lake effect snow that's going to be a problem. And we do get storms, we get snowstorms kind of often, and sometimes they can last for several days, but it's the lake effect snow that gives us our most quantity, and it's usually quite a problem for us.
An extended period of winter weather is on the way to the Great Lakes region, and that will include a few high-impact lake effect snow events as we head right through the middle of December. Let's take a look at the details. The first shot of colder weather will be on the way for the middle and end of next week. Now, this first round of cold weather is just typical mid-December chill. The true Arctic air will hold off until the following week. However, it will still be cold enough for bands of lake effect snow to develop. And the key to the placement of bands of lake effect snow is the wind direction. Now, it's still too early to pinpoint the timing and the wind direction. However, what we do know is that the winds will be variable. They'll be changing direction as we go through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. What that means is the bands will be on the move. That will spread the snow over a much larger region, but it'll keep any one location from seeing truly excessive snow totals. But what will be a bit unique with this setup is that at times the winds will be from the southwest. That means we won't see lake effect just in the traditional snowbelt areas, but we'll also see those bands at times into parts of Niagara, Fort Erie, Niagara Falls, Port Colborne. Again, the details still uncertain, but certainly a heads up that this will be impacting travel during the middle to end of next week. Hardest hit areas will be the traditional snowbelt areas south and east of the Great Lakes, ski country. This will set you up very well as we head into the holidays, because this is just round one. Several additional rounds of lake effect snow as we head through the middle of December.
So there's the setup, and looking ahead, I would say the next 10 videos at least are going to just cover this. It's going to be quite an event, and long-lived. But you know, that's just what we get. You know, it's just, we never know what to expect. Some winters we get a little bit here and there. Other winters we get hammered all at once. You know, we just don't know what to expect. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.